The internet didn't just break today, it collapsed under the weight of one of the wildest love and hip-hop bombshells in years. After months of rumors, whispers, deleted posts, shady interviews, and late-night IG lives full of cryptic tea, the truth has finally detonated in the messiest way possible. Bambi's secret baby father has been revealed. And Lil Scrappy's reaction is already sending shockwaves through every corner of social media. This isn't light gossip. This isn't harmless drama. This is a full-blown reality TV earthquake that nobody, not fans, not bloggers, not even the cast, saw coming. The leaked details are so insane, so chaotic, so unbelievably explosive that the timeline erupted within seconds. Screenshots started flying. DMs leaked. Voice notes mysteriously surfaced. People who swore they weren't involved suddenly had a whole lot to say. And Scrappy? Scrappy didn't stay silent. His reaction wasn't calm, it wasn't mature, it wasn't measured. It was raw, furious, blindsided emotional carnage spilling out across the internet like a live meltdown happening in real time. Friends close to the situation are claiming the reveal has destroyed relationships, shattered trust, and exposed secrets that were buried for years. Insiders are saying this wasn't an accident, someone intentionally leaked the father's identity, and the motive behind it might be even messier than the reveal itself. What was exposed? Who leaked it? And why is Scrappy ready to burn bridges on sight? You're not ready for the truth that's coming next. The moment the reveal hit the internet, the world didn't just react, it combusted. Phones buzzed like alarms going off. Group chats detonated into panicked paragraphs. And every love and hip-hop page on Instagram transformed into a war zone flooded with comments, accusations, and theories that escalated by the second. Because after months of rumors, speculation, and shady back and forth between Bambi and Scrappy, the identity of Bambi's secret baby father wasn't just leaked. It was unleashed with the force of a nuclear bomb. What made this revelation even more insane was how it came out. Not through a statement, not through a reality TV confession, not through a sit-down interview. No, the truth exploded through a leaked voice note from a burner account that vanished minutes later, leaving behind nothing but chaos and a timeline drowning in disbelief. In the clip, you can hear a woman sobbing, panicking, rambling about they weren't supposed to expose him yet, and Scrappy's gonna lose his mind. People enhanced the audio, slowed it down, ran it through filters. And the moment a fan recognized a familiar voice from the Love and Hip Hop crew, the clip spread faster than wildfire. Everyone demanded answers, everyone pointed fingers, and everyone started dissecting every second like detectives on a crime scene. Screenshots followed next. Screenshots that allegedly showed DMs between Bambi and the unnamed father. So-called insiders claim the messages weren't just flirtatious, they were detailed, emotional, and dated at a time that overlapped dangerously with her rocky relationship with Scrappy. Fans zoomed in on timestamps, they compared backgrounds and photos, they expanded tiny reflections in windows. And when someone claimed they recognized a tattoo on the mystery man's wrist in one of the blurred photos, the internet lost its collective mind. But the real gasoline on the fire came from Scrappy's reaction. Within minutes of the leak surfacing, Scrappy went live. Not calm, not collected, not the usual laugh-it-off Scrappy fans were used to. This was a man blindsided, betrayed, pacing back and forth in a dimly lit room while trying, and failing, to keep his emotions under control. His voice cracked, his hands trembled. At one point, he punched a door so hard the camera shook. "Y'all really gonna do this to me?" he yelled. "Y'all really gonna expose this like this?" His words were all over the place, rage, heartbreak, confusion, all spilling out on camera for millions to see. And the worst part? He never denied the leak. Not once. Not even accidentally. That alone sent the internet spiraling into hysteria. Because if Scrappy didn't dismiss the rumor immediately, did that mean he already suspected the truth? Did he already know? Was he blindsided? Or was he betrayed twice? once when it happened and again when it went public. While fans tried to decode Scrappy's meltdown, Bambi posted a cryptic message on her story. "Don't play with me. Receipts coming." The internet erupted. Bloggers begged her to drop them. Fan pages refreshed their screens like they were waiting for breaking news. But she stayed silent after that, not posting receipts, not denying the rumors, not clarifying a single thing. That silence spoke louder than any statement could have, and people began speculating that Bambi wasn't scared of the truth. She was scared of who leaked it. Then, like pouring gasoline on dynamite, an anonymous insider account posted a thread titled, "The Real Reason the Relationship Fell Apart." The thread claimed that the secret father wasn't just some random man Bambi met after her separation from Scrappy. According to the leak, he was someone from Scrappy's circle, someone close enough to know their marriage problems, someone who had been around long before the breakup. The moment fans saw that, the comments exploded in rage. If the father was someone Scrappy trusted, the betrayal wasn't just romantic, it was personal. The thread continued, alleging that the leak came from someone who felt wronged, someone who wanted revenge, someone tied to the father himself. Screenshots were attached, and screenshots of arguments, accusations, and threats sent between multiple accounts. Fans couldn't tell who was real and who was fake, but the energy behind the messages was crystal clear. Somebody wanted this truth out in the open, and they didn't care who burned in the fallout. Things escalated even further when a clip surfaced from months ago, a scene from Love and Hip Hop, where Bambi talked about someone crossing a line. Back then, viewers assumed she meant Scrappy, but now, with this new context, fans swore she was talking about the secret father. Theories exploded. People slowed the clip down, analyzed her word choice, zoomed in on her facial expressions, convinced she had been hiding this story the entire season. Meanwhile, Scrappy's family jumped into the chaos. A cousin posted, "He'd been dealing with this for months." A sister commented under a blog, "Y'all have no idea what really went down." That comment alone triggered a wave of panic. If Scrappy's family knew, that meant the secret wasn't new. That meant Bambi had been sitting on a ticking time bomb, praying it never exploded. But the darkest twist yet came when a Love and Hip Hop producer allegedly leaked a message claiming that the storyline was supposed to unfold differently, that the father's identity was supposed to be revealed next season, not now. The producer wrote, "This wasn't part of the plan. Someone leaked it out of spite." That changed everything, because suddenly, this wasn't just a scandal. It was an ambush, a targeted attack, a betrayal behind a betrayal. And while the internet continued melting down, one more leak dropped, the most explosive yet. A voice note allegedly from the father himself, sounding panicked, whispering, "I told her this wasn't the right time. I told her Scrappy would snap. Why did they leak it before we were ready?" The world froze. We, not I, not she. We, fans replayed that voice note 1,000 times. And the more they listened, the more it became clear. The father was involved. He knew. He was preparing for the truth to drop. And Scrappy? He was never part of that plan. And just when the internet thought the drama had reached its peak, another anonymous post appeared. 6 words that reopened every wound and multiplied every theory. He was never supposed to know. And suddenly, the real question wasn't who the father was. The real question was, why did they try to hide him from Scrappy at all costs? The moment those 6 words, "he was never supposed to know," hit the internet, everything shifted. This wasn't just messy reality TV drama anymore. This was a calculated cover-up unraveling in real time. Fans who thought they were watching a simple cheating scandal suddenly felt like they were piecing together a criminal conspiracy. And the more people dug, the darker the situation became. Because right after that message went viral, the burner account that posted it disappeared, deleted, gone, wiped out like it had never existed. But the damage was already done. That disappearance didn't silence the story. It ignited it. Suddenly, everyone online was asking the same terrifying question. If Scrappy wasn't supposed to know, then who was responsible for keeping the truth from him? Was it Bambi? Was it the father? Was it someone in their circle? Or Was it the producers themselves? That last theory took off like wildfire. Why? Because moments later, a new leak surfaced, screenshots of a conversation allegedly between two production assistants from the Love and Hip Hop crew. The messages were panicked, frantic, full of fear. One said, "We weren't supposed to let this leak, they're gonna blame us." The other replied, "They said keep the father off the storyline until contracts are finalized." Contracts? Finalized? Fans went ballistic. Were they hiding the father's identity for business reasons? Were they manipulating the narrative to craft a storyline for next season? Had Bambi been waiting to reveal the father at the right moment, on camera, for maximum impact? If that was true, the leak didn't just expose a secret, it ruined the show's entire master plan. Meanwhile, Scrappy was spiraling. After his emotional live stream, multiple fans recorded him arguing loudly on the phone at a gas station. In the background of one clip, he shouted, "Y'all lied to me. Everybody lied to me." That clip blew up instantly. Fans speculated he was yelling at Bambi, at the father, at producers, maybe even at family. A bystander claimed Scrappy was so distraught he kicked over a trash can before speeding off. Hours later, another fan reported seeing him parked alone near a recording studio, sitting in his car with his head in his hands. The man wasn't angry anymore. He was broken, and that made the situation even more volatile. While Scrappy unraveled publicly, Bambi finally broke her silence. But instead of clarity, she added gasoline. She posted a single video clip, her nails tapping on a table, before saying, "Don't forget, Bap, everybody got skeletons." Then she smirked and cut the video off. That cryptic hint created chaos. Fans flooded her comments, begging for answers. Some accused her of playing victim, others defended her, claiming she was being targeted unfairly, but her silence after the video only fueled the mystery. She didn't confirm the father. She didn't deny it. She didn't address Scrappy's meltdown. Instead, she acted like she was holding cards she wasn't ready to play yet. Then came the leak that changed everything. A blurry screenshot appeared from someone claiming to be the father's ex, a woman who insisted she left him because he always lied about where he was and who he was talking to. She posted what seemed to be a text message where he admitted he wasn't ready for the world to know about the baby yet. In the screenshot, he also said, "Scrappy gonna lose it if he finds out. They told us to keep quiet." They. Again, with the they, fans zoomed in. Who was they? Bambi and the father, producers, his own friends, or a combination of people working together to keep Scrappy in the dark? Theories flooded TikTok and Instagram faster than moderators could delete posts. But the most chilling piece of evidence appeared when a voice memo leaked, allegedly from Bambi's close friend. In the voice memo, the friend whispered, "He wasn't supposed to know until she was ready, not like this, not from the streets. They were supposed to tell him when the show started filming again." Fans froze. This wasn't an accidental reveal. This wasn't a one-time mistake. This was a planned rollout, a controlled reveal that blew up before anyone could prepare. While fans processed that, Scrappy's mother, Mama D, stepped in. And when Mama D steps in, everybody knows chaos is next. She went live for nearly 40 minutes, pacing her lavish living room while ranting about betrayal, secrets, and disrespect. She didn't name names, but she didn't need to. At one point, she said, "I knew something was wrong. I knew it. All them smiles was fake." She continued, "My son didn't deserve this. He was loyal. He was blind. He was done wrong." That live sent shockwaves through the internet because Mama D doesn't lie. She exaggerates, she dramatizes, she entertains, but she doesn't lie. If she said Scrappy didn't know, then he really didn't know. Then came the leaked footage that broke every platform, a behind-the-scenes clip from a Love and Hip Hop reunion that never aired. In the clip, Scrappy confronted Bambi about someone she was texting too much. She denied everything, smiling calmly and saying, "I'm not stupid enough to let you find out like that." Fans had always assumed she was referring to harmless DMs, but now, that clip looked like a confession hiding in plain sight. Chaos exploded in comments. People began splicing the unaired footage into new theories. Others connected it to the voice notes. Bloggers claimed the reunion episode was purposely edited to hide clues. Fans demanded the full footage be released. Meanwhile, new screenshots appeared from someone claiming to be in the father's inner circle. They posted a message saying he didn't want the baby revealed because of WHO he was connected to at the time. That line triggered a nuclear-level reaction. WHO was he connected to? Another reality star? A high-profile name? Someone who couldn't risk the scandal? Fans speculated the father had a secret relationship with an influencer, a cast member, even a celebrity. But the darkest twist came when a Love and Hip Hop producer anonymously DM'd a gossip blogger and said this leak wasn't supposed to happen. Someone in his camp is trying to destroy Bambi. Destroy Bambi? Why? What did she do to them? Who would benefit from exposing the father's identity? And then, as if the universe wanted to push the mess even further, a single photo leaked, allegedly of Scrappy confronting one of his former friends outside a club. Fans claim the man in the photo was connected to Bambi's baby father. Others said Scrappy was screaming at him. The man appeared to be backing away, hands up, face pale. The caption under the leaked photo said, "He told Scrappy everything." Fans went wild. Everything? Did Scrappy finally learn the truth? Did the man confess? Did he expose the father's identity? Or did he reveal something even darker? And just when the internet reached peak madness, one last anonymous post appeared. "You're all watching the wrong person. The father isn't the real secret. The real secret is why they hid him." And with that, everything went silent. Because now the world wasn't just asking who the father was. They were asking, what was the father's connection that made hiding him more important than telling Scrappy the truth? The moment that final anonymous message dropped, "The real secret is why they hid him," the entire internet stopped mid-scroll. It felt like someone had yanked the emergency brake on a runaway train. Suddenly, every theory, every rumor, every name people had thrown around all day felt too small, too simple, too surface level. This wasn't just about cheating anymore. This wasn't just about a baby father being revealed. This was about motive, something deeper, darker, and infinitely more dangerous than anyone had imagined. And as fans scrambled to figure out what the message meant, the next leak came like a lightning strike. A DM surfaced from someone claiming to be close to the father. Someone who insisted they were risking everything by speaking out. The message read, he wasn't hidden because of drama. He was hidden because of who he owed. That line alone detonated across social media, sending people into full meltdown mode. Because now, this wasn't about romantic betrayal. This was about danger, debt, influence. Someone powerful enough that revealing the father's identity could put not just him, but Bambi and even Scrappy at risk. But before anyone could fully unpack that terrifying possibility, a new voice note leaked. The sender was male, breathless, whispering like he was afraid someone might hear him. They think Scrappy knows more than he does. They think he's about to retaliate. They're getting nervous. They said if he starts digging, they'll have to shut this whole thing down. The note ended with footsteps and the eerie sound of a door slamming. Fans replayed the audio thousands of times, debating which they he meant. The father's people, Bambi's, producers, or something far bigger, a hidden network behind the scenes manipulating more than the public ever realized. While that theory spread, Scrappy resurfaced online, and this time he wasn't yelling, he wasn't crying, he wasn't pacing, he was quiet, too quiet. He stared into the camera with a look that sent shivers through everyone watching. He said, "It's crazy what people will do to protect the wrong folks. Crazy what they'll hide, crazy what they'll try to put on me." Then he leaned forward. "I ain't stupid, I know who been lying." And just as he was about to continue, someone off camera said, "Stop, don't do that." Scrappy turned, frowned, then whispered, "Man, I'm tired of being silenced." The live instantly cut out. Fans analyzed that clip like it was a crime scene. Who told him to stop? Why were they in the room? Why didn't Scrappy fight back? Was he being pressured? Was someone trying to stop him from saying too much? Suddenly, the narrative shifted. Scrappy wasn't just angry, he was being controlled, contained, watched. Bambi chose that exact moment to post again. This time, it wasn't cryptic. It was a quote post that read, "Some things are bigger than your feelings." Underneath it, she wrote, "Stay out of grown folks' business if you don't know the truth." The internet erupted in confusion. What truth? What business? Who was she warning? And why did it sound like she wasn't talking to just fans, but to Scrappy himself? Not even an hour later, someone leaked a recording of a phone call between Bambi and a family member. The audio was muffled, but her voice was unmistakable. She said, "I did what I had to do. I protected who I had to protect. You think I like lying? You think I wanted it this way?" The family member asked, "Why didn't you just tell him?" And Bambi's answer made the world go silent, because telling him would have put him in danger too. Danger, too. Meaning multiple people were already at risk. That leak sent fans into full panic. Some claim the father was mixed up in illegal dealings. Others insisted he was connected to someone powerful behind the scenes. But the most viral theory came from a popular gossip page that posted, "The father wasn't the problem, the people behind him were. Bambi had to protect Scrappy from them." While the internet spiraled, another mysterious message surfaced on Twitter, posted, deleted, reposted by fans. Scrappy wasn't the target, he was the collateral they didn't want. People debated what that meant for hours. But everything took a darker turn when the father's cousin posted and then deleted a cryptic message. "He told y'all to stop before this gets bigger. Now look." And then the father himself finally responded. Not publicly, not in an interview, not in a statement. He responded through a leaked voicemail, shaky, angry, emotional, allegedly sent to Bambi. In the message, he said, "They weren't supposed to find out. Not like this, not now. You know what this means. You know who's gonna blame me. You know what they're gonna do." Bambi replied in the background, begging him to calm down. He said, I warned you they were watching. Now Scrappy's involved, and they already think he knew." The voicemail ended with a chilling line, "You're putting all of us at risk." Fans replayed that line until it practically became a mantra. What risk? Who was threatening them? Why did Scrappy's knowledge suddenly escalate everything? Then came the leak no one was prepared for. An alleged contract from a private mediation session between Bambi, Scrappy, and production from months back. The contract referenced a storyline delay, a sensitive disclosure, and a third-party individual with active legal concerns. That phrase, active legal concerns, ignited a firestorm. It confirmed the worst fear. The father wasn't just a regular guy. He was connected to something the show couldn't legally touch. Suddenly, fans weren't asking, "Who is he?" They were asking, "What is he tied to?" And then, as fans dug even deeper, uncovering new layers of chaos, a final video leaked. Supposedly shot by a crew member during a private cast meeting. In the video, Bambi is seen arguing with producers. She says, "You told me we had more time. You promised me he wouldn't find out." A producer responds, "We lost control. Someone in his camp leaked it." Bambi screams back, "But why? Why would they do that now?" The producer hesitates, then says, "Maybe they want him out of the picture." Fans froze. Him. Scrappy. Not the father. Someone wanted Scrappy out of the picture. But the video cut off before Bambi reacted. And just when the internet thought it couldn't get more terrifying, one last anonymous message appeared. "You're all looking at the baby father. Look at the man behind him." And the world went silent. Because suddenly, the real question wasn't about paternity at all. It was, who is pulling the strings behind the father? And why were they desperate to keep Scrappy from knowing? If you made it this far, then you already know you're not watching some ordinary love and hip-hop drama. You're watching a cover-up collapse in real time. Every leak, every voice note, every deleted post, every meltdown is leading to something so much bigger than Bambi, bigger than Scrappy, and bigger than anything the show ever intended to reveal. The father's identity wasn't the end of the story, it was the spark. The real power players are still hiding in the shadows. The motives are still buried. And the people pulling the strings, they haven't even been exposed yet. And if you walk away now, you're going to miss the moment those final pieces fall into place, because the next drop could reveal the mastermind. The next leak could expose the alliances nobody saw coming. The next hidden recording could shatter the entire cast dynamic forever. This isn't gossip. This is a powder keg waiting to explode, and when it does, the timeline is going to be unrecognizable. So don't just watch this. Don't just lurk. Don't just sit in the comments acting like you're not dying to know who's really behind everything. Hit like right now so the algorithm keeps pushing this truth into the feeds they can't control. Drop a comment, any comment, to keep the momentum going. And subscribe immediately, because the next chapter is on its way. And when the real puppet master is finally revealed, you're going to want to be the first to hear it. Stay alert, stay ready, stay locked in. The truth is coming.